Ladies and gentlemen, no matter where you are, I'm sure that they have string, and this is what I want you to do. I want you to go take that string, cut it to approximately 12 inches long, or about 30 centimeters if you're not American. I then want you to tie that 12-inch string around your ankles, because this cast is gonna knock your socks off. Welcome to the After Hours Gaming League quarter-final match between none other than Epic Systems, the champion of AHGL Season 2, versus Storm8, the team that barely made it here today. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute, but in case you've never watched this before, first of all, I'm so sorry. This is going to be awesome. This is the After Hours Gaming League, the game league where individuals from corporations form teams and battle on the virtual battlefield in order to donate $5,000 to the charity of their choosing should they win. Epic Systems has done it once. Can they do it again? Definitely is the answer. They are currently 7-0 in this season. I can't believe how damn good they are. In fact, spawning down in the bottom left-hand corner, a Protoss player from Team Epic. It is raised! And down in the bottom right, from Team Storm8, is none other than Shiver. Yes, fantastic. Now, I just want to give a little bit of background in the bottom left-hand corner. Raised from Team Epic Systems. Their team has never lost a series in the history of AHGL. They won Season 2. They are 7-0 in Season 3 right now. Storm8 is in the exact opposite position. They were the bottom-ranked team. They got thrown into the wildcard free-for-all. 7 teams advanced to the playoffs. Who is the 8th team? It was decided in that free-for-all. 5 teams thrown in there as sort of an absolutely ridiculous way to determine who that 8th team would be. And it looks like Storm8 was, in fact, the ones to win it. I say, in fact, actually having casted it last week. Yeah. So here we go. Shiver's going to go ahead and start off with a little PvP action. Looks like gateway from both players. A really critical defining feature of this map is the fact that this watchtower that we're looking at shuts down pretty much 99% of early game aggression. The other 1% is dominated by this north tower. So as long as you can take those under your command, you're an absolutely excellent / fantastissimo position to take care of it. So a lot of PvP matches that involve those sorts of early aggressions, they get shut down. A lot of it is just rallying robo units, Colossus to here, and trying to make sure that you have complete vision control. In Heart of the Swarm, things have changed up a little bit in the PvP matchup. The Stargate now a much more considerable choice in the matchup, as the Void Ray is actually so powerful in mid and late game. Now, let me just note one thing. If you don't have a drink, get one. I'll be here when you get back. This is a best of 7 to determine who advances to the semifinals. And like most leagues, whose point it is to admire the absolute pristine play and go, oh yes, allow me to intellectualize why that push was good. That's not what we do here. We have a good time. For instance, all these people, BAM! Wanted to have a good time. Good luck having, processing that. I can't. I can't even think. I'm too busy focusing on the chrono-boosted Stalker. Now, Epic is not the Epic Games, purveyor of things such as Gears of War and one of my favorite recent games, Shadow Complex. No, this is Epic Systems, a Midwestern medical tech company who just amazingly has almost all Masters and Grandmasters. Ridiculously good. Now, in my eyes, the question is, does Team Storm8, who went 2-5 in the regular season, ugh, ridiculously grody, can this 2-5 team overcome the 7-0 team? Oftentimes the answer is no. But can this be one of those minority situations? Now, right now in this particular circumstance, both players doing the reasonable thing, the standard skeleton, as I'd like to call it, of this matchup. Both players go for the 2-gate 3-stalker opening. 3 stalkers to cover air, to check for nearby proxy gateways, such as, or excuse me, proxy pylons, such as the one that it looks like Raised will be planting down. Team Epic's Rays being extremely diligent about making constellations that Men in Black 4 can be based on, as well as checking out, will there in fact be a proxy pylon? The answer is probably going to be no. This is a more modern form, a more heart of the swarm form of pressure, going for 3-gate stalker aggression. You can see up and down high ground, really important because there's one layer here and a second layer here. What? Double photon cannon? Wait, who's building the Stargate? Where's the Stargate? I see it building. Oh, I can click on it. I found it. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, Jay Dublinson correcting me. Epic, in fact, does not have any Grandmasters. But you know what? Let's go ahead and exaggerate that. In fact, every person who's been at the company has been a Grandmaster at some point in time or the other, which is really mind-blowing. Mad props to Epic Systems for having such a rigorous HR department. Now, both players are transitioning into Stargate. Seems a little bit unusual. In fact, I would even dare say it seems a little bit late. However, this is the more standard transition in this matchup, getting up the Void Rays. And it looks like Shiver had a really nice build order planned out. He didn't see any harass with Mothership Core Stalker early and basically said, you know what, probably not going to be some sort of blink aggression, and then he crossed his fingers. Because I'm not going to lie, you could be maybe 60, 70% sure, but if your opponent went blink stalkers, you would be dead in just a minute. Actually, the earliest blink can be finished is about 7:05. And that would only be 8 to 9 Blink Stalkers popping up into your main base. But actually with the Mothership Core, I guess it would be closer to... Yeah, actually, maybe this is safe. This is a weird-ass build. Ooh, Photon Cannon in the main base to ensure that Oracles cannot do that face blasting. What we're seeing Rays do is much more traditional, much more standard, much more etc. I said that so confidently, I realized I may have shortchanged myself on the joke. Either way, Shiver, chrono boosting out the Void Rays, should be throwing on his extra geysers. Very important thing that Shiver can do that most Protosses couldn't, start an upgrade up very, very, very early. He's already going to be able to have a kind of a significant lead. This Oracle's going to come in. This Oracle's either going to do huge damage or he's going to get absolutely... I don't know. He's going to walk into that... Luis, leave me alone, man. He's going to walk right into the pane glass. Oracles basically are Void Rays fully charged all the time with energy. Basically. Now, I'm liking that Shiver has taken this, and this is really great. He's planted this forward pylon. This is going to allow him to block off absolutely anything coming in with a few extra shots and this vision range. This is fan-frickin-tastic. And we're... Whoa! Shiver. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Shiver. I think he's doing something that I recently experienced. I was at a casino with one of my friends. An Asian fellow, thick accent, never learned to fix it, never tried, loves the way he talks. Looks down at his cards, looks at the opponent, looks back down at his cards, looks at his opponent, puts all his hands in front of his chips and says, I'm all in. And I think that's what we're going to be seeing Shiver do. All in, here it comes. Starting to blast his way towards the front door. Raised, doing a more standard build, but is he ready for the all-in? Shiver's starting to move forward. This is actually a true story. I can't believe I'm telling it, but Raised. Doing it. Now this is kind of problematic. Raised is starting to be moving forward. Uh-oh, uh-oh! Kills off the front. Rolls right in, fully charged Void Ray, doesn't even get the Photon Overcharge up on the Nexus, the all-in play. It looks like it'll be successful. Raised with the more standard play, absolutely ineffectual against this all-in. Oh my god. Oh my god. It looks like Storm8 has done something that I would not expect. Epic Systems basically went 3-0, 3-0, 4-0, 4-0, 4-1, 3-1, but now Storm8 has put themselves on the map. Oh my god, Irma Gerd. It means that Storm8 is doing something I actually would not have anticipated, which is to come right out the gate against one of the better players on Epic and win. So that does mean that right now the series is led by Storm8. Stay tuned to find out what happens in Game 2 of this best of 7.